We continue to get more Republicans raising their hand on this platform than Democrats. Even though, as I say all the time, I know a lot of Democrats, I can see the names not raising their hand. And I'm urging Democrats to raise their hand. We had Laura Curran on the other day, who was great. Um, and today, our two guests are Democrats, although one has become a critic of the Democratic Party and the other has not been afraid to criticize her party when she thought it was necessary. But nonetheless, two Democrats. But I want to read you an email I got from a Democrat who is a viewer of the platform, and she gave me permission to show you this without using her name. Go ahead and put it up. You've asked Democrats to speak up, and while I agree, there really isn't anything to say. I'm an independent, but have voted blue the past 20 plus years, mostly for women's rights. I'm very moderate. So functionally a Democrat. The last election broke my heart. No one I know is paying much attention to the news or to Trump and MAGA. It's too painful and for many scary. Next. I started paying more attention last week, but there's only so much a mind can take, even with two-way. I have no desire to be filled with anger and sadness for the next 4 years. I know much of it is noise, particularly with Trump. But what is worse this time is that it feels that it's cut so much deeper into the soul of all Americans. J6 and the pardons are not surprising, but it feels like the last straw. Nothing matters anymore. The lack of grace guts me. Okay. Again, it's the first time I've read it without crying because I see Adam Levine looking to see if I'm going to cry and I don't want to give him the satisfaction. But I will say this. I've heard that theory from other people. I totally credit it, not necessarily for everyone. But all I can say is, this platform is for people to be able to speak out, to offer ideas, to say how you're feeling, to express concern about what's going on. And it'll be a shame, as far as I'm concerned, if people don't participate because they feel like that person does. And to me, the remedy, the solution for the concern about the disillusionment is to be in the national town square and to say what you think, particularly now that Donald Trump is doing all these things that are more than worthy of discussion. So I'm going to send around the text of that email later in the Substack. So if you want to have it, read it yourself. Adam Levine can read it and laugh at the sentimentality it brings out in me. I just find it very heartbreaking that people are reacting this way. I will remind those of you who don't know or don't remember that I said before the election that if Donald Trump won, I thought it would be the largest mental health crisis in American history. And when I read stuff like that, I fear that my projection might turn out to be right.